Guys, what kind of asshole would strap down a car like this through the front wheel? I mean, it's incredible what people pass off as being a shop these days. I mean, if you're not knocking axle hoops through some fucking 22s, who the fuck are you? Oh yeah, that's how it gets done. I'll show you how it gets done. Toss it right in that shock hook. Yep, right in there. Okay guys, quick update here. This is my buddy's V6 14 Sierra direct injected that I turboed in a weekend before, and it went to a shop locally here called MCRP, and they put twin turbos on it. They built custom manifolds and everything and did everything. Put intercooler on it, like a big treadstone or something like that, I believe, jammed in there. Do you see it? Yeah, you can see it. So these are like 50 somethings, 52 millimeters, and then it's got tile gates each side, and then it has dumps, and I'm just gonna be messing with it a little bit. I think the stock map sensor tops out at like 4 pounds of boost. What we want to do is, since this system is like injector limited to approximately like high 300s I can make more than that. I have made more than that on dyno poles. But the issue is when you roll into it in a couple gears on the street, you run out of fuel pressure. So you can make a dyno pole, but you can't make sustained power in multiple gears. So that's what those supplementary injectors are on the top here. I'm gonna wire these to a micro squirt. And these are just like Ford 19 pounders they had laying around just basically to seal the intake up. I doubt they wanted me to seriously use these. But I'm gonna put like something else in there, so 75ers or something like that. I mean, if it starts working out well and we want to get really nuts, we could put 210s in there and really get stupid. But the goal is for now is to run insanely low boost so that the amount of fuel is safe, just so Troy can drive it around, and then work on the port injection, which I want to split the T and see if that's good enough, and then run it into the back of this injection manifold, and then wire these guys and get the micro squirt and everything else working. But for now, we just got to see how it is, see how much boost it's running. One of my main issues is I don't think I have a boost gauge here, and I think this map sensor runs out like very low boost, like I said. So we'll roll into it a little bit, check the wideband tune up. Speaking of, I have to install the damn wideband. Here's all the old stuff from it before, so we'll get rolling on all this, and I'll get that wideband in and roll this thing on the dyno and see what happens. Let's set this thing up. It's got to warm up a little bit. Just roll into like 100 kPa, see if enrichment's coming on correctly, and then see what kind of air fuel we got, and see where the stock map sensor tops out low. Gotta put it in gear, check the straps, fucking 10 error messages, turn off traction control. Man, this thing needs mufflers bad, I think. It sounds like a retarded GTR. Here is something interesting that hardly ever happens. Well, twice a year. I forgot to bring my impact. It goes a lot faster with the impact gun, obviously. But for the dyno jet to pick up wheel speed, there is a little Hall effect. It's not even a Hall effect, it's a photo sensor. And there's a little tooth on this drum, and it passes in between the photo sensor. And what's totally idiotic about it is it's a photo sensor. Under the floor, where it's dirty, where the brakes are throwing brake dust all over it, and it has like, it gets brake dust in it. And then it can't tell when anything's passing in between it, so you get 0 mile an hour. So you get 0 horsepower. What I always do is, I have this spare sensor here, guys. See this? That's the sensor. And the tooth spins around on the dyno wheel, and it goes in between there, and it sends it the signal, just like a vehicle speed sensor, like pulses per minute or whatever. And you know, I swap these out, and my buddy, we just clean them then, and we keep one on hand. That's it. And it's in an asshole spot down in that pit of despair. So what I do is, we load up the dyno screen. I unplug this. I can actually unplug it. Plug this one in and test it. See that? Now, yep, mile an hour. 13. Okay. So this one's working, but it still sucks to swap these out. Allow me to invite you over here to the dyno center. A magical, mythical place called Broken Dreams Boulevard. Stop shaking the camera so much, Jesus Christ. Alright. Let's start the truck and see if we get any mile an hour. See if just finagling it. Quick test, huh, guys? Now watch what happens if I plug in the replacement, which is not easy to replace. Still rolling? Alright, watch me unplug it. Oh, it didn't even care that time. Here, I got it. See that? I'm just passing a razor blade through it. So this one's working. The other one is not. So this is what happens when your wheel speed won't work. You should just get dirty. It always sounds like people's trailers are getting disconnected. They drive them out there. All right. Let's see if we can. It is way the fuck down in here. Let me. That guy, Jesus Christ. What a joke, right? Yes. 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 Eat it. Yeah, check out this gnarly broken spark plug. I bet it's got one more maybe. Pops at idle every now and then, but we'll see. This was just the one that was most concernicus. I'm still unsure on boost amount, but it's running out of fuel easily at 413. Gotta get I ordered a map sensor, it didn't come yet, so gotta get a map sensor in it, but easy power. Okay, so those were that was half throttle. It was 48% throttle and unknown boost. I didn't even hear, I don't think I heard the wastegates. I'll review this footage and see if I heard wastegates at all, but you know, maybe I'll just get a ship boost gauge or something I have at home. I don't even usually have boost gauges. I hope I get this fucking light. I'm always sitting at this light. We got it. And make the shift with the camera arm. There we go. Anyway, yeah, gotta get a boost gauge for that truck. But running out of fuel like crazy at 400 tire. So, gonna have to check the springs on those wastegates. Don't spill the coffee. Gonna have to check the springs on the wastegates and make sure they're low enough. I mean, they might think that's low. Maybe they think 8 pounds is low, but the single turbo on low boost made 360, like very low boost. It pinned the fucking injection system. So I'm gonna talk to some people I know. Maybe there's some tricks with the direct injection. You can feel free to comment below if you know some tricks for direct injected that might get me some more power by fooling some of the pump things or whatever else. But I know the damn thing just doesn't have that much fuel. I'll review the logs. I'll send you guys the logs if you want to check them out. But I also ordered a map sensor for my ZR1 because it'll be plug and play in that truck. At least it looks like the same part to me. So we'll put that map sensor in so I can see how much boost I'm running. I should have that by Thursday at the latest. Maybe I'll bring a ship boost gauge tomorrow and mess around with the truck a little bit and swap out the wastegate springs. Fucking remove the wastegate springs probably. But anyway, there's a neat little update on that. Easily making 4 and change on half throttle on whatever boost that is. Pretty nuts. Gonna throw some injection system in that, or it'd be funny to build a complete standalone fuel pump and fuel cell that sits under the hood. I mean, I could do that, but I think the lift pump should be capable of giving me another 100 horsepower, and I'll install 2 injectors that'll give me another 100 horsepower. Because realistically, Troy would love to drive around with that 4 and change safely if we can do that. So we will find out, and I'll keep doing the chronicles of Troy's V6 direct injected Sierra since people were enjoying it like a year ago. So I'll keep up on that, but it seems like all the other spark plugs are fine. Otherwise, it wouldn't have made that much power that easily. So that is the end of it for today.